Jasper, tell him.
I claim him as family, but I don't think he's your boss. Because that would make everyone from Haida your boss, and I don't think that would work out. There would be too many bosses.
It is true.
Oh, cool. All right, acceptable, I guess.
But
whatever.
Again, I just wanted clarification because I know when people got the bandana and they roll through, they get a free meal and whatnot.
Yeah, I
Free
mean,
couple meals.
But basically, you can get him, quote unquote, as many as you want, as it's not like 10 combos or some shit. Because Haida pays 50,000 a week, so
all I asked for was 2.
It doesn't really matter, to be honest. The 50,000 always covers for it. So.
Okay, all right. Well,
if it's not like an absurd amount, he can. If he needs to, he can get to.
That's what I'm saying.
Perfect.
See what I'm saying,
now that I know.
Know.
I know now. He went
Usually...
to the coffee shop and started asking for a bagel with pesto, and he was being all sorts of extra. And I'm gonna be Raccoon. I'm gonna be real. I don't think you really have extra money right now. Did you return the bag? I don't see it.
I lost my receipt.
Oh, you lost the receipt. It's not because you returned it.
Those motherfuckers wouldn't take it back if I didn't have the receipt. I sat there arguing with the fucking manager, and eventually they had to remove me from the store. Can you fucking believe that shit?
How come, like...
Can you believe that shit? Nowadays, you can't return something if you don't got the fucking receipt. I said, what about the store credit? They said, what store credit?
Raccoon, have you ever had Trix yogurt?
Yeah, I actually fuck with that shit.
Yeah, is that what you went for the hair color?
Is anyone else responding?
I can respond in a minute. I'm just finishing a report.
Listen, man.
Is that what you were going for?
Listen, man. All right. Back in my heyday, we had a little theme. All right, we had to be identifiable by our hair color. Okay.
Was that the bowl cut days? Is that why you panicked when you saw someone with a bowl cut earlier?
Yeah, they reminded me of just like, I don't know, man. They're scary, bro. They're different now. It's
Pain
not like
and
it
suffering.
Used to be, Rhodes, it's not like it used to be, man. Let me tell you, man. They're lethal.
What do you mean they're lethal?
They're They scare me.
I think you're blowing it out of proportion.
No, I'm not, man. Let me tell you, bro. They fucking scare me, bro.
Why? What do they do?
I don't know, man. They're just so fucking scary.
Where did this come from? How come suddenly they're scary? They've always been scary.
No.
Yes.
No. I was a sweet guy.
Okay, but you were packaged in the same box as all the other ones that were scary.
I don't know what to tell you, Rhodes.
Think about it. You are saying all of them are scary now. All of y'all were scary before.
You think so?
Yes.
What kind of scary?
Like, the same scary you're saying that person was.
I don't think so, bro. So maybe I shouldn't profile them because then it's just like a misunderstanding.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Maybe we were just misunderstood.
I don't know about that one. I had been shot by many people with bowl cuts.
Really? Who was your favorite one?
Oh my god. It's been so long. Hold on. Spitfire some names and I'll tell you.
What about Richard?
Can we have 77's
Skip.
Okay,
almost 23.
They have a hostage at gunpoint inside the store.
Arnie?
Except there's a taxi
He was a good one. He was a good one.
I don't think I ever shot you.
No, but okay, when you say my favorite, I'd probably argue Arnie, and most dangerous probably Ace.
Oh, yeah, Ace is pretty fucking lethal.
Yeah, but there was more like.
Yeah, there was. I mean, like, it's just so long ago.
Oh my god, what was Oh my god, he used to have a Tailgater S. What was his fucking name? He was like Street Team.
Okay, what color was his hair? Do you remember?
Blonde, I believe.
Stone?
Yes.
That guy has a temper, bro.
Was it Stone Malone?
Yeah, Stone Malone.
Yeah. No, he hated me. He hated me.
Let's be real, Rhodes. I think a lot of people hate you. I'm gonna be
Well,
honest.
he was very upset that his Tailgater was the more expensive version, but was way asser than the less expensive version in rear-wheel drive and had no traction. Yeah, no, very long ago.
Yeah.
They're gonna be taking the.
I mean, think about it. Street Team. That was a long time ago. Who else? Oh my god.
Do you remember Didi?
No, not off the top of my head.
Daniel Dixon.
Nope, not ringing a bell.
Dixon. I
Not
don't even
ringing a bell.
remember his
They
first
showed me
name
they're not
is.
gonna use it.
Donald
because
Dixon?
they
I
don't
think it was
want to give it back
Donald
to the
Dixon.
hostage.
I don't remember a DD at all.
Damn, you just didn't experience the greatness. Rocco Smith?
I do remember Rocco. Rocco wasn't that bad, but I do recall him definitely being angry sometimes.
You know.
Oh my god. Some of those names are throwbacks though.
Yeah, they are throwbacks indeed, man. They are throwbacks indeed. Listen, man, you know, I feel like I haven't shot you enough, now that I think about it.
What the fuck?
I don't know, man.
What the fuck
I
does
don't
that
know.
mean?
I don't know, man. You come here complaining to your boss about me and shit. Always giving me shit every time you're up in the stall, man. Making fun of me when I was a hang-around, you know? You got it coming, Rhodes. You got
Did
it
I make
coming.
fun of you while you were hanging around? You sure that was me?
Yeah, no, yeah, that was 100% you. You were
Are
like,
you
I don't
sure
see a
that was
flag on
me?
your face. No, that was you.
I don't
Rhodes,
know.
That was you.
Did I do that?
Yeah, Rhodes, you did that.
I don't know. I think your shirt is accurate. I think you've got some like pent up angst. You know?
I am not an angry person.
Let
Let me tell you, Rhodes, I am not angry. Yo,
You
how
know
come
that
I wasn't your
you know
number
that
one?
you know that angst isn't like it doesn't mean angry.
What does it mean?
It's like what you feel when like how do I you're like worried. Like you're
That's like anxious. I'm not worried.
right, but that's like what your shirt is saying.
Wait, how come I wasn't your number one?
So you're aware this vehicle.
Truthfully, just because we haven't run into each other nearly enough. Like yes.
Not when shit's getting active.
Well, okay, to be fair, like Arnie has shot me, but like Arnie would
I gotta get my shooting Matt Rhodes
No,
up, bro.
no,
Fuck.
bitch, no. No, it's more like okay, truthfully, if I had to base it solely on personal encounters, regardless of how many, I would actually argue that of all of those names, you would probably be my favorite. But considering like I've had a gazillion more encounters with Arnie, all of which have been fairly decent, despite some of the bad, you know.
Oh yeah, you know, I get it.
Plus, you
Hey,
know,
listen,
I got to give you this one, you know, because I feel
no,
like
need
you.
that. No, I need that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah.
do.
Yeah, what's the bank
Listen,
account looking
hey,
like?
Negative 2K, but it's alright. I'm about to go deposit some money.
Oh, don't forget Bay City Bank. Hey, you might. By the way, I'm not kidding. There's a separate paycheck up north.
I know, bro, but you got. I don't know how. I always get like $200, bro. Like, apparently, like BCSO. Oh, you're the one who told me BCSO cops like don't get paid shit. So I feel like the Blaine County's like, what is it? Tax refund is like low as well. You know.
It's possible. What I can tell you is that the way the counties are paid is so wonky. For example, okay, do you know when people are doing tow jobs?
Yeah.
Well, every time they have to tow a vehicle up north, the county pays for that. But there's only one fucking place you can unimpound a car, which is the city, and only the city makes money from impounds, even though the north is paying for 3 of the 4 impound lots.
Which is why our tax refund would be higher here then, like things like that.
The budget for the city is way higher because there's no vehicle sales up north. The only thing it has going for it is the fact that BCSO are like pretty much required to process up north. Additionally,
But
like
they don't though. But they don't.
well, no, 99% of times we do. I'm not kidding. We wouldn't have any money to do anything if we didn't.
That's interesting because I
Yep.
feel like I've seen BCSO take me at MRPD.
In very limited circumstances, like if something is just an absolute clusterfuck and we need to communicate, but like even then, sometimes we'll just get on a radio channel and communicate from Mission Road to BCSO.
I see.
Yeah, but think about it.
man.
Every vehicle you purchase, that money goes into a bank account to the city. You can't purchase a vehicle up north. Like
Yeah,
there's
it does make
nothing
sense. It
that
makes a lot of
generates
sense.
money up north for the
The
most part.
economy up there is not really getting active like it is down here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, man, they gotta start selling some good booze.
I'm just saying there's opportunity to sell stuff up north.
Yeah, a booze tax would be crazy, man.
A boost tax.
Yeah, bro. If they had good booze up there, I'd go there every day. What's that one booze called, bro? Dude, the shit that would
Moonshine?
hit good. No. Back in the day, there's this booze, bro. You'd sip it and you'd start seeing colors. Fuck, what was it called?
Bitch, for you, you're. I feel like you're about to
Don't
say a
call me a
fucking wine
lightweight.
cooler.
No, don't call me a. Bro, I don't know what it was called. Bro. I don't
A
know.
White Claw? I don't know, Raccoon.
No, bro,
Listen,
those
I
are
can't relate. I
nasty.
only drink the hard stuff.
All right. What's your go-to drink at the bar?
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Okay, are you fucking serious?
And
right
if
now?
I'm feeling extra, a Mike's Harder Lemonade.
Okay, so what the fuck is that? That's some pussy shit. And you're talking about you only drink the hard stuff.
Yeah, I don't. What are you gonna tell me? You like when it fucking burns when it goes down your throat like you're drinking gasoline? Fuck no.
I mean, sometimes.
Okay, and that is why I believe you've got some, you know, angst.
I don't got no angst, man.
I don't
Chill out.
know. You're worrying about something. Worrying about something.
What do you think I'm worried about?
I
Come on,
don't
be my
know.
therapist.
I'm not being your
Think it's 'cause I'm
therapist.
single?
Maybe because you're single and like incapable of mingling.
No, don't say incapable.
Well then, why don't you have
Rizzy,
someone?
bro. I don't know, bro. I'm a D1 fumbler. That's what they call me.
A
Division
D1
one
fumbler?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Is it?
How do you?
Well, where's your
Miss?
partner?
What
Didn't
did I
you used to have
miss?
a husband?
Bitch, I do have a husband.
What's his name again?
Richard
With
Dark?
long hair. Yeah, Richard Dark. That's right.
Uh-huh.
He spiked my S-boost yesterday.
Ooh.
I finally hacked it, and he spiked me at Legion Square.
Ooh. So like, when was your last relationship?
6 years ago.
6 years ago?
Yeah, man.
Oh my god, what's stopping you?
Do you know Palomino?
I thought she was the one, Road.
To the Marina VCB.
I hate to break
And then
it to
she
you, but
ghosted
like,
me.
who was it?
Her name was Kara.
He's exiting the Shank Street.
Kara what?
Banara.
Cali, North Rockford. VCB.
Kara Banara?
That was her.
If I'm mowing around, I haven't seen them exit yet.
I ain't never heard that name in my life. You sure she came to this school?
Yes, bro. She came to this school, man.
I don't.
And I
Jasper, do
just
you remember
seen
who
her
this
the other
was?
day, bro.
No.
You saw her the other day and you
Yeah,
didn't.
bro.
I mean, did you try to spark things
She
up?
was in a
Or?
hospital gown, and she hooed me.
Oh, yeah, you drop all ties and you move the fuck on.
She hooed me, Rhodes.
It's okay. It's fine.
She hooed me.
Well, hold on. Wait. Was it a genuine who, or was it like a malicious?
I don't know. I didn't
Think
see her
about it.
again
What if,
after that.
what if she was in a hospital gown? What if she had a traumatic brain injury and forgot about you? You can live it all again.
I know, but I haven't seen her since, Rhodes.
Oh, give up. Give the fuck up. Find somebody
can't.
else, Raccoon. No, you can.
I can't.
Find somebody else.
I'm not ready, Rhodes.
This is why you're worried. You're worrying about giving up someone who doesn't even remember you, and it's mentally blocking you from dating.
I think it is, man. I think it is. I think you're right.
Well,
I need to go on a horror arc.
I mean, it doesn't have to be that bad. I think you're making this out to be bigger than what it needs to be.
What does it need to be then?
reasonable. You don't have to be a hoe.
But what if she comes back then, and like, I still like
If
want
you've
her,
been
you know?
ghosted for 6 fucking years, bitch, it's over. You have not been you've been abandoned.
That's what everybody keeps telling me, but I have faith.
Well, you know, maybe you need to be an atheist.
Copy. 29 is code 6.
Never give up on love.
Well, you know, maybe actually
Like,
you
how
don't,
do you
but
know
like,
your husband is the one, Rhodes? You just know.
I mean, yeah, you just know, but like, you also have to pick up on things, like when they ghost you for 6 fucking years, Raccoon. Raccoon, listen, you might be young now, okay, but the clock is ticking, and you'll only realize this when you get older. You can't fucking rewind, okay? You can't just sit there and wait for who you think to be the one when they clearly think you're the none. It don't
You're
work
right.
out.
You're right. I gotta work on this.
Mm-hmm.
In
Yeah.
the meantime, while I'm working on it, do you want to buy a V12?
No, I don't want to buy a V12.
Please. This money would really help me.
I
Move on.
don't need a V12. Yeah, not only that, but I doubt anyone's gonna want a V12 now that the Yotes can be built.
What's the yoke?
It's a Mustang engine. It's correct. It's
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Out of business on this.
Jasper, if it's 2.19 meters, does that fit in your car?
2 point how much?
19.
I don't know. Let me check.
So for context, someone did try putting in a 2.19 engine in some vehicles, and it wouldn't fit. For ones that were, I think, 2.1. I think it was 2.1. What is this?
Yeah. 2.1.
Yeah, then it wouldn't fit, unfortunately. Which is real
I'm
tricky
happy with
because
mine.
the testing that when I was at the tuner shop with Rainer, it was the 6.3 or 6.2 V8 engine. There's 2 of them. One of them is 2.19 and one of them is 2.8. The 2.19 is, I think, a little better, but the tricky part is anything you can put the bigger one in, you can put the smaller one in. You can't put the small
6.2 V8. That's a good engine.
No, not that it's good. I'm just saying they're 2 almost identical engines. Their blocks look identical. Their performance is very similar, but the R1 is 2.19 meters, where the other one is 2.8. But you can't put the 2.19 in a vehicle that the 2.8 one can't fit in. You get what I'm saying? So there's almost no use case for it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's very wonky.
I mean, there are just some engines that are just not
Bad,
good.
just across the board. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the smaller V12, is it a 6.3?
Useless. It's
Yeah, it's useless. The 6.5 is solid in a decent amount of cars. But you start getting into those smaller engines and they just perform not well across the board, which is very strange.
Still, when I get my money up, because I bought another Evo. Roads, I have 2 now. I wanna try.
Which is insane, if you ask me.
I wanna try E4. Inline 4 is basically a stock engine of the Evo, right? And the stock Evo is like, you drove it, right? It handles really fucking well.
Yeah.
Like, you have full control. It doesn't have a top end, but it just drives well. And it's a small engine, so I want to try to put it in like a small car that can fit through. And if it gives it like the enough power of the Evo, it can be actually really fucking good. I want to try to do that.
I mean, you'll have to do it for science, but don't have your hopes up, I guess. It's the best thing I can tell you.
I mean, it's not gonna be even expensive. Like E4, you only need 4 connection rods and 4
Oh yeah,
pistons,
that is
so...
true.
That'll literally cost you less than 50 grand. Like, it's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought 15 boxes and I got 7 pistons and 7 connecting rods or whatever. So I only needed 1 more to build the yoke.
Yeah.
75 grand. Now the
Wait,
build
what do you have
cost.
the Yote in?
Well, technically I have it in the Scout there, but it's
Can I
not my
test drive
engine.
it?
No, I
go
can't.
there?
So that's technically not mine. But what I'm doing is I'm building the replacement for Ventura.
Hold on, so Yote is right now inside of it?
Yes.
I would like to see if forms well. Do you wanna chase me out?
It's not. It's not
Why don't we just test
much
drive it? I'll hold him
crazier.
up, you take his keys.
No, bitch. It's not much crazier than the V12. Now the score is higher, but it handles differently. It's not like, it's more reminiscent to when I originally got the Scout and it was solid, but like, who the fuck knows? I'm telling you, tomorrow the bitch could be the most understeery mess in the fucking world. Also, Sam was telling me what happened to his Ardent. That's fucked.
What
What happened to the Ardent?
Well, it used to be, it was like his drift car, right?
Yeah.
What was the chaser thing before?
Chaser?
Yeah, the rating.
Oh, like 2000 or some
Yeah,
shit?
he said it's down to 700. Yeah. Which is unfortunate because, like, it's not like he was utilizing that vehicle as, like, a getaway in crime. It was literally, like, his drift car, you know? Like, a fun car to drive.
Yeah.
Not that drifting is legal.
It might not have been him, though, you know?
Trust me, I know. And the other thing
Yeah.
I was considering is, like, I was like, are you sure the engine didn't just go bad? Because I think Ledson was telling me the engine in his ingot went bad and it was performing differently or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's what actually happened, but it's like, you sure it didn't go bad? And he's like, yeah, no, it's still good. That's so fucking unfortunate.
It is what it is,
Yeah.
bro.
Because that
They'll have to
thing,
get an E6 for it.
that thing is so unstable in terms of handling. Like, yeah, if you have straight line speed, that's great. But guess what? If you can't turn at those straight line speeds, if you can't brake, you're dead. Like, that's its downfall. It is nothing but a straight line beast and an absolute disaster in every other capacity.
Wait,
No?
it doesn't turn? What do you mean?
It doesn't turn. It's a
No.
death trap. You try to take a turn and you're dead.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Which is why you probably didn't see them utilized much in crime, considering there is no means of getting away, because sure, you can haul ass to 190, but if you can't even move out of the way of a fucking local in front of you, like, you're gone.
cooked.
Yeah. Car's disabled.
I mean, we'll just have to follow up and see what happened, I guess. Maybe his engine didn't go bad.
I brought up a Sigma, because Sigmas are very zippy. He has one too.
Those things are crazy, bro.
Yeah. We had one in our custody the other day. The chaser score was 1,111. But if it's another rear-wheel drive car, like throwing drift tires on that, I'm sure it would get, like, you know, similar-ish performance to how the Ardent was. But
I mean,
he
already
did
has
mention,
one, so he'll figure it out.
yeah, but the point of contention for him was having to spend 180 grand for the, like, tuner thing or whatever, which seems to be a common theme amongst a lot of vehicles. Like, I do think that's heavily overpriced for what it is. Am I wrong in saying that, Jasper?
It is
Like,
very overpriced.
Everyone,
More money to the city's pockets, bro.
yeah, exactly. You know what? The engine building, that bitch needs to be done in the fucking north. Fuck the tuna shop. We need money up north.
Actually, that, yeah, I mean, that
Make it happen, bro.
would help, yeah.
I don't know if I mentioned this. The cost to build all engines is 10 grand except the Yote, which is 30. And I'm gonna be real, if there was an extra zero put on top of that, bitches would still pay for it.
Yeah.
It's that
it
good?
literally doesn't
Yeah,
What
matter.
is this Yote engine? Can I at least, like, check under your hood to see what the fuck the name of it is?
Yeah.
It's a Mustang engine.
I've really never seen this Yote engine.
Because you were not able to build it before.
Wait, give me a break it? Yeah, but if I pull one from a box, I want to know what the fuck I got. 5.0 Yote.
It's a Mustang engine.
Now, for
Yeah.
context, it's a V8. It's a 5-liter V8. And the horsepower readout is higher than my 6.5-liter V12.
That is crazy.
Not by, well, I say not by much. It's about 100 more.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Need
you
like
know.
2 across.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get it fixed. I forgot about that. I'm gonna be real.
Hey, we could do that. Wait, Jasper, can you do that?
I don't know if you have
Oh, we might
materials.
not have shit. Okay.
Well, if y'all do, I could take a 3 across.
I would
I
need
don't.
to check.
We'd have
I'm
to
not
check.
sure.
You might as well go somewhere else. If I'm being honest with you.
Damn, gave you an opportunity to make some money.
I mean, we don't even get paid for that shit, bro. We're
You don't
free-
get paid for
we're
it?
free.
I mean, technically you would get paid if you wanted to get paid for it, but
Oh, really?
Ooh.
I'm not a
Yeah.
mechanic. I don't fucking know.
Oh, well, okay, you're not touching my fucking car.
Did I try? I didn't even try.
Well, oh, I'm gonna get judged by high command driving by. The hood popped.
Wait. What's your rank?
I'm a senior deputy.
Damn.
But why'd you say it like that?
I mean, that's just like, you know, you're just like a senior deputy. I didn't know they were making fun of you for being old.
There's a difference between us, Raccoon.
since there's
You end up in low-ranking positions because that's just where you settle. I've denied high command. You see the difference
what
between
are you
us?
I am Hydra's second in command.
Second from the bottom?
No, second in command.
Okay. I don't really know what that means.
It means I'm Flippy's right hand. Not the one that he goons with, though. To make this clear.
Okay.
Like the
I
one
mean,
he uses to handle the dirty work. But not that dirty work.
what are you talking about?
I'm getting like mixed signals here.
Okay, what mixed signals?
You can even keep a straight face and you have a bandana on, I could tell.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. You kind of did the thing where like you tried to like cover it up, but really you just sounded like you were
I don't know what the mixed signals
faking a
could
deeper
possibly be.
voice.
I don't know what the mixed signals could possibly be.
I don't believe you is what I'm trying to say.
No, well, you don't have to believe me, officer.
Twin, I got all the contents from the garbage can or garbage disposal.
So like, I'm trying to figure out what you do for him. You bring out the trash?
You know, I can't talk to cops about that.
Okay.
They'd label me a snitch.
Well, oh, one moment. Who's talking about PD?
Okay, I'll give you a moment. Just wait here, twiddle my thumbs. Just twiddle my thumbs.
What the fuck is the term? Is it... Oh my god. What happens when, like, someone brings up a conversation again that's already died off?
Resume.
No, bitch, it's like...
Where were we?
Is it the dead posting or necro post? What the fuck is it called? Oh my god, I'm triggered.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyways, what were we talking about?
But I wanted to ask, since the engines are more
you
affordable,
suddenly get
and there's
louder.
more of them,
You got
just
real
went
loud.
So dank.
Out of nowhere.
You just went so dank.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate your service.
You just
That was
Say what up.
very abrupt.
Jasper, hit me with your what up right now, please.
I found a heavy sniper.
What are
rifle
these
magazine,
ugly
by the
ass
way,
glasses
in the
you got
garbage
on?
can.
You want to see a 3D movie? Dude, when was
Who
the
are
last
you
time watched
judging
a
right
3D
now?
movie?
Who the fuck are
Yo.
you judging right now?
Okay, what are you talking about right now? My glasses are nice.
Right. Yeah.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, darling.
They are.
Yeah. I mean, there seems to be like a reoccurring theme, you know?
What?
Like something's got to be like perfectly round. I guess now it's your sunglasses. Before it used to be the bowl, you know? Yeah, no, you're good
Okay,
now. You're
dude.
good.
All right, whatever,
Apologies for
man.
that.
Whatever.
No, you're
man.
good. It happens.
Whatever.
What were we saying?
If you're
Yeah,
round, you're
so-
in shape.
Since engines are more affordable and there's like more of them and shit, is like other engines or like cop cars or whatever that like able to keep up with the progress?
I don't know about
Drivers
that
as well, because people like to blame the fucking car all the fucking time, but some drivers are just on fucking copium. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, to butt in with you,
so-
Jasper, you got to remember different cars take different engines differently, and I feel like
Yeah,
their cars are
that's what
not
I'm
taking
asking.
engines how our
So
cars.
I
we've
don't know.
done
That's
we've
why I'm
done a
asking.
fair
That's
bit
what
of testing. The marshals have as well regarding like different vehicles and stuff in our cars. The tricky part is we have a handful of vehicles, right? None of them I promise you, none of them will ever perform like your vehicle or the Sultan, because we don't have any sedans that are all-wheel drive. The only all-wheel drive cars we have in the entirety of the fleet is the Caracara and the Scout. None of our two-door cars, the Interceptors, they're fast, but they don't handle the way the Progress or the Sultan handle.
I mean, I'm sure there could be an Interceptor that would be one, but it's just like.
So here's
I'm
the
gonna be real,
thing.
bro. If I'm in something that isn't Jasper's car, and I'm getting chased by Jasper's car, I would be fucked royally.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'm not kidding. There is a recipe for a car that will just consistently outpace the police, and it is typically 4-door, all-wheel drive car, engine swap. Those few things combined together, like, I'm not kidding, there is not a single good PD car that brakes well. They all brake like shit. Which means we have to slow corners like way before other people do. If you can maintain speed in a corner, there's nothing we can do to catch you, which is why Furores, for example, are also notoriously difficult, especially before engine swaps. Like, the handling of a Furore is fucking wild
It's
in
still
comparison
insane,
to
by the way.
anything we have in the PD.
That car is just forever great.
Yeah. But obviously, you know, we've been getting more and more engines to be able to test with, and honestly, the two-door Interceptors, I think there's like one specific engine that's pretty solid across the board. Outside of that, I'm hearing a 6.5 liter V12 in CVPIs is kind of okay. Premiers, but like for every fucking PD car to have a V12 is fucking wild, and they still won't handle or turn the way that. Oh my.
Jesus.
Are they okay?
I don't know. Yeah. Seem. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh. They might be a lethal.
They took off.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I
they're
don't think-
fine.
Yeah, 6.5 in the Premiere is really nice. It actually drives really well.
No, but not in their Premiere. Not how our Premiere drives. They have
Oh, it's a different Premiere?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
the
had
the
the same
civilian versions
misunderstanding.
are way different than
Yeah.
our PD cars,
know
by the
that.
way.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I only
That's a
know
good
Um,
thing to know. I wanted to gift somebody a 6.5, like fully built from the PD for the Premiere, but if it's dog water for them, then that's a good call.
There's another thing to understand as well, is that everyone has a different driving style. So, for example, Davenport just put a 6.5 V12 in his Premiere, and he prefers the way that drives. Now, I don't know how it
okay.
drives. I prefer a better handling car than a straight line beast.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, unfortunately, a lot of vehicles that we chase are all of the above. So it's tricky to deal with. Not only that, but they go upstairs. Not a single one of our cars, aside from the Caracara, can, and the Caracara is ass across the board. We've put W16s 6.5 liter V12. It doesn't matter what you put in that bitch. It's ass.
Something like a Guardian, probably, right? We tried Guardian with all
we tried
engines
the
on,
Guardian,
which is
just all
all
ass.
water.
Yeah. Now, what it does let you do is if you ram a fucking local, you send that bitch to the fucking moon. But, like, outside of that, it's got no use case for us in any sort of practical way. Like, a lot of people will be like, well, won't you be able to box people, you know, if it's pretty heavy because it's got the W16? Yes, but guess what? Unfortunately, we have to deal with getting kangaroo kicked, you know? Like, it doesn't really matter how heavy the vehicle that's trying to box you is. You tap them with a millimeter of space, and they're being shoved out the way. Not much you can do about that.
Why is it that you guys never had a fucking all-wheel drive? Like even like 6-7 years ago, all Interceptors, as far as I remember, were fucking rail wheels.
All of the Chargers were
It's just that American
all-wheel
muscle,
drive.
bro. Rear-wheel drive.
Like you used to have Mustangs, C7s, like everything was just rail wheel.
Some of them were rear in the past, but the run-of-the-mill, like, you know, we're going to be dealing with a fast car response was a Charger, which was all-wheel drive. Straight up, I think one of our sedans, truthfully, I don't care which. Actually, no, not the Taurus. The Taurus is ass and the most front-heavy fucking dog shit piece of shit in
like
existence. Yes,
bullshit.
it is. It's stupid. The benefit to the Scout is I can send it off any jump and maintain the same angle, as long as like I don't hit like the cone up there, right? If I hit the cone, I'll go sideways and flip. But if I don't hit the cone, I stay completely flat on jumps. I'm assuming it might be because it's all-wheel drive, and when the front wheels are off, the back end is still sort of like keeping it, you know, keeping its momentum and keeping it flat. But
no. My is all-wheel drive and it nosedives like fucking shit.
Really?
So it goes down like hell.
Damn, that's very interesting.
I need to be careful with some jumps because I flip.
It could just be a back-heavy car.
It just depends on the car.
And do you want to know the craziest car of all time? I implore, I will not suggest, rather, that you commit any crime. But I guarantee you, an engine swap Draugr with upgraded parts in a street race where there are no long straights, I guarantee you will set fucking records. Bro. You could not convince me otherwise, because that bitch brakes, it turns on a dime, it accelerates like crazy. Top end, maybe not the best, but I'm telling you, any inner city race,
the fuck out of anyone.
Yes, any inner city race, I guarantee you, lap bests in that shit.
Some people say the PD is like afraid of their Draugrs. Would you say that's true?
It's not that we're afraid of the Draugrs, it's that it's pointless chasing Coupe Torres, who consistently brings a Draugr, consistently gets told the police are not going to waste their time, and then brings it again and again and again, and has for the past 3 months. But Draugrs are a waste of time because, again, they out-accelerate our vehicles, they outbrake our vehicles, they out-turn our vehicles in every one of those categories, and then go over walls and upstairs, all of which we can't do.
All of which Jasper's car does, which is why he needs to get the fuck out of it. I'm telling you.
Okay, the stairs part and going over walls, I don't know about all that. If I want to go up the stairs, I need to angle the car. Otherwise, I just don't. And
yeah, no, you don't need to do any angling with the Draugr. I can assure you of that.
And
yeah, that car is low-key fucking insane.
That is why I also asked, because like at the beginning it was just like, you know, it was chill. But now if I bring the car to anything, like everyone's just complaining, and I don't want to be here. I don't know. It just.
I'll tell you this.
I'm not driving it because it's so good. I'm driving it because I enjoy how it handles. Like, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I understand where you're coming from. Give me 1 second, sorry.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey Matt, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I heard that you're building something special.
Yeah. So I already have one in my Scout. Well, it's technically not my Scout. It's technically Ventura's, so we can get past the announcement. But it's good. It's got performance definitely similar to the 6.5 V12. But obviously, I'm going to imagine High Command's going to be putting restrictions on it to some degree. I don't know what that degree is, but
Is it,
I'm pretty much
is
just
it,
replacing Ventura's.
Is it noticeably better?
I wouldn't say noticeably better. The you know, the rating has gone up by 100, but it doesn't change the fact that like sometimes the Scout is an understeery mess. But there's still some playing to do with it to try to figure things out. You know, with the new engine, you gotta start doing science with stuff. Like maybe I don't need a fucking large turbo. Maybe I need a smaller one. Who the fuck knows? Only time will tell once I, you know, begin playing around with stuff.
Do you want to do some testing with a yacht and a Premiere for a little bit?
I cannot. So the only reason I can do this, I literally sold Ventura my Scout so it could officially be in his name, but we cannot dump.
That's strict, okay.
Yeah, we cannot dump any of these in any cars for the time being. He told me to pretty much just replace the engine, put it in his locker, and he'll be around in a few hours, I'd imagine. Just wanted to make sure he I wanted to make sure that he had the engine for when he gets back on duty.
Okay.
Yep. I would be you might want to speak to Ventura though. I don't know if people will even be allowed to put him in certain cars, but I know he's done some testing with vehicles. How they performed with it, I don't know. But word on the street is everything you fucking dump this bitch in, it's good.
Yeah, I honestly was just curious and see how the Premiere would drive. I mean, I do have the 6.5 liter V12 on this Premiere.
How is it?
It drives better for sure. You don't have the wheel spin of at the beginning of the Premiere anymore.
That's good.
It does feel like it's a little bit. It's pretty powerful to the point that like the vehicle sometimes doesn't know how to react, but like it slides a bit too much. But the wheel spin, which was in my opinion the most annoying part of the Premiere, is gone. So it's
that's
definitely
good.
a bonus.
That is very good. Very good to hear.
Yeah.
All right, give me a second. I'm gonna wrap up my conversation with Jasper.
No worries. All right, bye bye.
All right, bye. All right. Sorry about that.
Still good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, these vehicles have caught a fairly bad reputation. The thing is, straight up, I have zero desire to chase a Draugr. That same desire does not exist for Progresses or Sultans, even though they like very clearly outscale in terms of handling and braking and whatnot my car and just about every car in the PD for the most part. I at least stand a chance. I stand a chance. There is zero chance with the Draugr. You know why? The offset wheels that poke out from the side make it pretty much unboxable. Like every aspect of the Draugr is just ass to deal with, and I'm not wasting my time. I would never say the same thing about the Sultan or Progress or any all-wheel drive car. Now, what I will say is I saw a Buffalo today, and I'm assuming it had a Yote in it. And the reason I say that is because that thing was one of the fastest things I've ever experienced in my life. Like, in a straight line, it fucking zoomed. When I was heading north on Los Lagunas, it passed the Rockford Plaza. I was, like, 3 blocks behind. And then I'm pretty sure the pitch was on Clinton when I hit, like, Spanish.
You know what I predict? I predict there is like a sleeper front-wheel drive, actually, because nobody wants to fucking engines for front-wheel drives, and I feel like there's gonna be something crazy there.
I don't, and here's why. Right now, with my Scout, one thing I've noticed is that when you're accelerating, obviously, the front end is going to lift, right? However, you'll also realize that when you're turning, and a portion of the vehicle slightly loses grip, that wheel almost stops while it's in the air very briefly, even for just a moment. Even if you're not braking, it will just stop. And so, I'm assuming it's because the front end is lifting, and then from the acceleration, and then obviously mid-turn, one side of the vehicle is going to lift, and then that tire is losing traction. I can't see a strong front end or front wheel drive car because of that.
No, there's this golf-looking thing, right?
Oh, I know exactly which one you're talking
Scion
about.
or whatever. Yeah. It has the same stock engine as the Evo. I believe it's inline 4. Sorry, Oakley, you just texted me. And it actually handles well. Benz used to have one. And there are some other ones that they still don't have. I don't think people tested them. And the fact that like the engines are so fucking weird. For example, right? 3.8 liter, it's the Elegy engine, right?
Yep.
You can put it in like a 10 cars and it's gonna drive like dog shit fucking boat because that's how Elegy drives, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you put it into that Ferrari looking thing that's a rear wheel drive, like it kind of looks like F40 or whatever the fuck. And you cannot tell that it's a 3.8 liter. That car is insane with that engine. It drives completely different. It handles well, it handles perfectly. So, if
handling is such an underrated, like, straight up, if you can turn at speed, I promise you, you will get away from the police.
Yeah, that's why I preferred, like, when I bought this, I was one of the first one to buy it, if not the first one from the tuner shop. It had no parts, it had nothing. It drove like dog water. Like, speed-wise, I was racing it, and I would, in first 5 seconds, I would be just in the way, and people would be just pushing me out of the fucking track, and I would finish last.
And it wasn't until upgraded that other people started buying them, right?
Not only that, but it was just, it felt good to drive anyway. Even when it was slow, it just felt
right, but it felt good to you, which is why you wanted it and you kept it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately,
then I invested in it a lot, and it's full stage 5 slicks, engine swap and shit. And then all of a sudden, there's like fucking 10 million of them now, and everyone is just fucking driving it.
Yep. I mean, it's no different than...
insane. It's really insane. I don't know what else to tell you, bro.
You think that's insane?
I do.
Pull,
it is really
pull
good.
every part out of it, spend 30, 40 fucking grand on a Draugr, and tell me that's not insane.
No, I mean, that is also insane. At least this car costs $1 million fucking dollars.
Exactly. 1,000 fucking %. And the crazy...
Draugr, apparently you just put a flat 6 in it. That engine is super cheap. It's like 50K for the block, probably 50K to fucking build.
I paid 75K for 15 boxes and got 90% of what I needed to build a V8.
Whoa. How much is each of those boxes in bet? 25 bet, no?
25. I paid 200 for the BET.
Yeah, that's a fair price.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yep.
It's just
that
like
more than 70K though, no?
No. It was only 15 boxes, 15 times 25 times 200.
Right.
I just kind of like I usually nowadays let other people drive and whatever car they want, because I'm gonna be honest, it's just kind of annoying.
You don't have to explain it to me. Unfortunately, you were the person who took the risk on a underwhelming car and made it not underwhelming. Other people all saw the potential and took advantage of that. That's literally what happened. I hate to break it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it just...
Jasper definitely takes advantage of the car a little bit, bro. You'd be fucking whipping that thing.
Okay, but you have to understand, when he first bought it, it wasn't how it is now. Okay, like, he bought it because of how it drove before. He's saying he was racing it when it was ass and he wasn't in first.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy is literally in love with the car.
So I need you to understand that Jasper has always been someone who has found his niche with cars and has always stuck with them, regardless of, like, you know, if he likes how a car looks, he's gonna get the car, right? If he likes how a car drives, he's gonna get the car.
No, that's fair enough.
Unfortunately,
also,
when he does that and other people see its potential, because, you know, he wants to sort of science and test how good it could possibly get. Other people see that and they'll just mimic, unfortunately.
That is true.
And then use it for nefarious reasons.
How many Draugrs are really out there, Rhodes? Like, besides the fucking Estes one?
So there are a lot, but not all of them are as egregious as Coupes. It's just I'll put it this way: if I see a Draugr that isn't engine swapped, I'll still pursue to some degree, but like the moment they start going over stuff, it's just, again, waste of my time. I would rather pull over one person an hour than deal with one pursuit with a drogger every day, once a day, straight up.
I'm telling you, I cannot even limit that because that thing is so fucking. It bends laws of physics. I would probably be able to fucking climb buildings in that shit.
Yeah.
It's just so dumb.
And I think the funniest thing is that people go, well, you guys have a V12 Scout, not realizing that the only reason my Scout ever became a thing was because specifically in Bestie's pursuits, there would be 10 fucking interference cars for every fucking call. It could be a B-class boost, C-class boost, could have been someone getting pulled the fuck over. It didn't matter. There'd still be a million interference cars with 3 officers on duty. And so I love the idea that people keep mentioning, or have mentioned rather, that they need something for the V12 Scout. And the funniest thing is that at some point, Coop had told someone, we only bring it out to deal with the Scout. And yet, everything Rob that involves Coop has the drogger. I could be off duty. There could be no Scout at all. Still being used consistently.
Let's be real, like with how things have progressed, I mean, your Scout is like meaningless anyways.
Yes.
It's not even,
in comparison.
It's not even that good. Raccoon, I drove it before when we were doing the testing or some parts or whatever. It's not that good. It's okay, but it's not that good.
It's okay in straights, but in terms of braking handling, it's very understeery. It's not
mediocre.
It's
not
not
even better
solid.
than Astron.
No.
Wait, I mean that is unfortunate. If I do tell you myself.
You want to know the straight up reality? I cannot pit any all-wheel drive vehicle with an engine swap. Even without an engine swap, truthfully, because before they hit, like, how do I word this? 0 to 100 is so fast in just about every vehicle that within 2 seconds in a pursuit, you're already at that speed. The only time, I'm not kidding, the only time I can pretty much pit a car in my Scout is if I cut a corner while they're turning and hit the back of their car that way. There's literally no other means of pitting a car, just based upon how civilian cars handle versus ours.
7976 to 1010 on New York Street.
That is the reality.
How do you guys keep up with our premieres usually, even with the V12?
I don't think premieres are that problematic. Truthfully, I don't really chase all that much. Like off the top of my head, I know Lucky Torkel from the Besties typically uses one, but I don't like. They're not like egregious.
It's okay. I was chased yesterday by Davenport, and I was in a premiere with the flat. I believe it was flat 6. And it was raining, so I don't know like how it would be without rain, but it was okay for both sides. Like he was able to keep up, and if I did something, I was able to get some distance, and then he would keep. It was good. It was good.
Yeah. Listen, man. Y'all gotta throw that motherfucker Bradford in an absolute dog shit car. I need that motherfucker anytime he's on duty.
Oh no. I think there's something very wrong with this car.
Me too. What do you think it is? I think it's the wide body.
No. I'm not kidding. I'm not fucking with you. Something's wrong with the door panels on these. They're not the same color at all.
Wait.
The door panels...
You're fucking with me.
No, I'm not. Straight up.
Wait.
The door panels are not the same color as the rest of the car. And it's not because it's like... It's not because it's
of the sunset.
No, it is literally a different color. Just like when it was orange, the door panel is a darker color than the remainder of your car, even at the darkest bits. I can't explain it.
He's actually. It's like.
Oh my god. I hate all of you.
No, I'm being so for real right now.
No, I don't care. I'm still gonna interfere in pursuits in this.
It's less noticeable in the black, I will say, because a lot of people will attribute it to like the reflections. Oh, okay, but here's the thing. When it was orange, it was so much worse.
Oh my. But look at this. Do you see what I see? Wait.
I don't know if I see what you see.
Wait, it is 100% two different colors though.
Wait,
You're
hold
right.
on.
It looks so bad. It's like the door panel's still orange.
Wait, you see the door panel is orange?
Like a little bit. Let me
It's
move.
because of the sunset. You
No,
idiot.
that's because of the sunset. But like the actual
It is
color.
so much darker.
Okay, if you went to Mosley's, are you able to like temporarily put orange on as like to see? Will we see that?
No.
What do you mean?
Fuck.
Oh, the colors that I'm
Yeah,
testing with?
yeah. Kind of like, you know, the preview that they're telling you your car gonna look like.
Oh, yeah, I guess I can.
Here, let's go to Mosley's. Go put the orange on.
Okay.
You'll see how egregious it looks.
Oh, no.
You are so evil. You are one evil.
You think that's evil? There's a keep clear sign at Mission Road that's off center, and I point it out to everyone I see.
No, that's bad.
Look at it. Look at the orange. It's a whole different fucking orange.
Yeah.
What if I took the wide body off it?
Actually, that might be it. That the wide body could literally be the reason the panels not being painted the same color. Actually, now that you bring that up, that is the reason. Because look, your hood is the same color.
Yeah, it's just the
It's
panels
the
are
the
lighter
wide
than
body.
the-
Yeah, the wide body kit is fucking up your paint job.
I don't
Honestly,
remember
bro,
how
if Rhodes hadn't mentioned it, I probably wouldn't have paid enough attention.
Well,
but the
I
fact
only
that it's
noticed
there-
it. I wouldn't have noticed it in the black, but this is how his car was. Look at it.
Yeah, it's
It
very
is
noticeable.
so obvious in this color.
This shit is hideous.
Is the wide body stuff able to come off? Oh. Yeah, no,
It
it's
comes
that.
off in two parts. Hang on.
It's definitely that because the part you just took off matches the door panel. Yep, there you go.
Yeah,
that's
it
your
is
problem.
that. It was that 100%.
Now, if you're okay with like, if you're okay with that, if I can keep it, I will tell you it's not that noticeable when your car is in black, straight up.
Yeah. it's
But
true.
when it was this, I also
Doesn't
did
it
you
just, like, irk
change?
you though, Ledson? I don't
Did you
know, man.
change
It
the
irked
the
me.
type of paint for the black?
No, it's still the same.
Okay,
Try a different
try
type,
yeah,
maybe.
try like other like instead of metallic, try something else. See if that. Ooh. Wait,
No, I mean that's perfect.
this doesn't look that bad actually.
Yeah, it actually looks good.
What about in orange?
Nope,
It's
noticeable
too
again.
noticeable. Far more noticeable than before, even.
Fuck.
Like you still get the like when I shine the light here, it's noticeable, but it's
Yeah, but,
like
like-
looking at it, it's not as noticeable because you see the wide body kit.
Yeah. What up, Twin?
That's just hard to look at. I'm suffering. I never want to look at this car again.
Can't see it now, right?
I feel like I'm looking at an aneurysm. I feel like I'm looking in Raccoon's mind, his mental thoughts.
See, I can't even do white because then the other
Yeah.
parts of the
Yeah.
panel are white.
Yep.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, Twin Name. We're here with the people. We're here
Ew.
with the other Twin Name.
What's T?
Hold
What's
up.
he?
The Hydra Princess.
Oakley, is that you?
Yes, hello?
You ain't changed one bit. You still driving this? You remember when I took a picture of you in 5K?
Shut the fuck up.
I remember that was in the Rockford Plaza, and I got
You're weird. You're weird. You're weird as fuck.